took 8 years, but you have a Krajisnik Football Club champion today.
I told the guys, one game at a time. We have a solid group of guys. The whole thing is continuity. We just have to keep focused on the next step. Don't think too much in advance. Now that we got a division title, I told the guys, we have a chance to go home for the next 3 games until the neutral game. So our record also put us in a forefront now. When we go into playoffs, we're hosting, which is a big help, especially if you have to play the teams from Ohio or something. If we end up going further, God bless it. So we'll see.
Please rise for the national anthem. Welcome to our UPSL Pro Men's Semifinal match between FCY and United Elite Krajisnik FC. Both teams will have the opportunity to advance in the men's final match next weekend. And your starting lineup for FCNY. Number 14, Mustafa Alfurat. Number 8, Ray Azramendi. Number 0, Spencer Catalano. Number 4, Alex Duncan. Number 22, Adam Safe. Number 18, Baybrook Solid. Number 7, Ali Swadish. Number 16, Hussein Sao. Number 12, Darren Mila. Number 25, Ali Muhammad. Number 5, Response Mopur. And number 2, Hussein Humar. FCNY New York is coached by Ali Abdulmasor. And for your United Elite Krajisnik FC lineup, number 5, Adeline Bulavasic. Number 1, Asim Grasic. Number 8, Kyle Greenwich. Number 3, Gordy Gerson. Number 11, Yashin Agawara. Number 4, Brady McNulty. Number 21, Bakir Omasirovich. Number 6, Ricardo Orzo. Number 24, Agano Pagano. Number 9, Beso. And number 10, Isak Samara. The United Elite Krajisnik is coached by Tara Package.
Shape, shape, shape. And face. Unlucky, bro. Hey, let's go. Lock it. Hold on. Second ball, board! Can we help him? Go up! Ray, you have to be up there with. Hey, not high! Try and find team two.
I'll just adjust it when going. You ready? 3, 2.
welcome to Herkimer College for your semifinal participation in the men's UPSL playoffs, featuring FCY New York Premier against your United League Krajisnik Football Club Premier team. About 8 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen, Greg Fanning finally on site for your play-by-play and analysis of today's match. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day here at Herkimer College at Wareham Stadium. Big thank you to Herkimer College for hosting this event. But ladies and gentlemen, your Krajisnik team is undefeated, so that means everything comes through Herkimer. So let's saddle up and let's see how our boys do against this FCY New York Premier team. Been a crazy day. First and foremost, to all the dads out there on the broadcast and here at the stadium, a very, very happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day to mine up above. And let's get down to it. 8 years in the making. Krajisnik Football Club in the semifinals, rocking the playoff position. And they have done beautifully within the bracket, beautifully within the division. Coach Tarek has this team running like a well-oiled machine. And right up at top already, the showstopper, Francesco Pagano, up at top, your MVP on the run all the way to the goaltender. And he is grouped by his smiling buddy over there, Mr. Gordy Gerson of UCFC here locally. And the two of them have owned the field as there is a foul that is awarded to FCY, even though the Krajisnik player got dumped. But you know what? That was Kyle Genrich who was dumped there in the field. So Krajisnik has been huge on defense. It sounded like the late Billy Fusillo there. Huge. He's been huge on everything that has to do with defense, working the ball, and moving the ball quickly through the field, hitting those runs. They're trying to set up one now for Pagano as Pagano is out wide and retracting back. Ricky Orozco in the middle. Another foul called in favor of FCY. But Ricky out there with his platinum white hair. I got a buddy, player of mine, plays for U15, the A squad for UPSL, a team that I'm the head coach for, in Ryan Hulser. We always call him Ricky because he's got the same haircut and the same hair color. So a little playful badger in there, but what's soccer if you don't have that? Great ball that comes in, defense right on it, and your goaltender for today, your goalkeeper, Asim Gashik, he has owned the pipes in the last couple of matches. Now, the match beforehand where Krajisnik handled business and won the division, that was a complete and absolute onslaught from Krajisnik. But you know, TCM didn't have any substitutes. They were actually playing one player down the entire game. This is not going to be that type of a match, folks. This is supposed to be nice and close and tight, just like a playoff should be. Two playoff teams. Now, one of the players just got dumped in the middle of the field, and there was no call. And it was during a time where the player was trying to get advantage for Krajisnik, so I'm not quite sure what happened to the whistle on that one. But we're rocking and rolling here. We are active. And Isak Somal is in the house. Isak was the player that got taken down in the middle of the field. Great to see the hometown hero back here wearing the blues. Great to see Isak here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's run through some of your starting lineups here. The free kick for FCY. For your home team, your United League Krajisnik Football Club roster. Starting on defense, Adelaine Bushabashik. You have Asim Gashik over in goal today. Kyle Genrich playing on his midfield, playing in the outside. Then you've got Gordy Gerson. Gordy Gerson is always up on top and playing in the forward position. Yushin Yagiwara is going to be up on the midfield positions. Defenseman Brady McNutty gets the start today, along with your center back, middle defense, Bakir Omersevic. And then you've got Ricky Orozco handling the middle of the festivities here, number 6. Number 24, my good friend, MVP for your team, Mr. Francesco Pagano. Playing up top in the forward position, and then Leso, number 9 in the midfield. And as I mentioned, the hometown hero, Mr. Isak. It will be great to see him at halftime. Hopefully I run into my good friend down there. He is playing in a forward position as well. So Tarek has got one heck of a starting lineup today. But on top of that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 substitutes on the bench. So while he has options on the bench, he has a powerhouse group of players for the playoffs here, and they are all controlling the middle of the field. Looks like FCY is trying to get some runs put together here, but Krajisnik, like the entire season, Krajisnik has been handling their business, and Krajisnik has been ball control, ball control, ball control. Just like I always tell all my teams, if the opponent doesn't have the ball, they can't score. So possess, possess, possess. FCY, folks, welcome to the broadcast on YouTube if you are watching. We have Mustafa Al-Farat at midfield, number 14, and then we have Ray Arizimandi playing defense. Spencer Catalano with the 00 in your goalkeeper in the bright red. You're not going to miss him. It's almost the color of my mother's 66 Mustang when we painted it. You've got number 4, Alex Duncan, playing defense as well. Adam Safe on defense. Maybrook Saleh playing forward, number 18. He will have to go through that wall of defense that is the Krajisnik Football Club group. Then you have Ali Shawish, my apologies. Ali playing up on top in the forward position, and Hassan So playing in the forward position as well. You have Dayron Meje in forward position, Ali Muhammad in midfield, Response Mapore on defense, looking real dapper in that photograph. Francesco all over the goaltender on that ball, right onto Isak Soma's foot. Isak is always very lightning quick with his feet, but defense was all over it. So now back to the starting lineup. Hussein Omar playing defense for FCY as well. So, you know, a good group of players. There's a reason why this team has been able to come into the semis. Same thing with Krajisnik being undefeated. And as we are rocking and rolling here, we have 16 minutes into the opening half. We have a 0-0 score, and there is a corner for FCY. Corner comes up for FCY. Timing play being engaged. Great defensive header. Ball is still in play. So Brady McNutty was on that side. Ball goes up and over the back of the net. But Brady originally with the header and then applying pressure for that ball to come flying through and get launched into the top of the net. So Krajisnik doing what they do best at this point. Nothing really happening offensively for Krajisnik at this point, but long ball going into the middle. Just like the majority of the season, Krajisnik not able to have control of the ball off of that, but they are right there for the rebound off of the header of number 4 for FCY. Ball is taken away, and now the counter attack. Number 12 seems to be offsides right now for FCY, so the ball goes back towards the middle. Number 18 has it. It is interrupted in the middle of the field, and now there's a through ball for Isak. Isak coming down on the side. What will Isak do? Will he cut in? He's cutting towards the middle. Drops it off for Pagano. Pagano gets taken down. The ball gets interrupted in the middle of the box. And FCY is able to survive the first major attack by Krajisnik. Isak coming back, trying to make a play there. And Asim has that ball up in the top box. So a great opportunity for Krajisnik right there. Isak bringing the ball up, and he dumps it off for Francesco. Francesco wasn't able to get the ball off of his foot for a scoring opportunity. Defense was on him right away. Folks, these teams know exactly who Francesco, Gordy, and Isak are. But here comes Francesco applying more pressure. And the goaltender for FCY, Spencer Catalano, in bright red. He is swallowing up those through balls and those opportunities. Here's a play for Asim, and right now it looks like a game of ping pong between the two goaltenders. There doesn't seem to be a lot of building out of the back or passing out of the back. It has a lot to do with just the ball being carried through. So we have a beautiful day here in Herkimer. Long ball handled by FCY. On the outside, Krajisnik trying to counterattack with two FCY players that are coming up. Leso playing near side, applying pressure. Leso has been able to really handle everything that is between the forwards and the defensive backs. The midfield core of this Krajisnik team has been pretty much unstoppable throughout the beginning of this season. Gordy had the ball unlucky coming off of his foot, and he's looking up to the sky saying, God, what happened there? But right back on it. Francesco reading the play from the top. Isak filling space right at the Herkimer General logo here at Wareham Stadium. Leso puts his foot right on the ball. There's Kyle. Kyle all over it. This Krajisnik team really is on top of everything. And a rebound opportunity, a little lob. Asim handles it. You do have a ball boy down by the goal there. I don't know that that's the greatest place for that kid to be standing. Hopefully he doesn't get whacked by a ball. Not the greatest idea, my friend. You might want to get out of the way. So Ricky Orozco passes the ball back to Bakir. Bakir back to Ricky. Ricky sends it. Francesco's going to try and save it, but he's quick, but he ain't that quick. Good old Eddie down there. Plays for Krajisnik Football Club's U10 group. One of our up-and-coming stars. Leso back off with a header. Passes back to the goalie. Asim's got to be quick. And airmails one out. And the kids are downstairs passing the ball. They're going to go take care of that for us. It's great to see the little kids always at these events. Always very important for the youth to be involved in these, to see exactly where they can become, where their career can go, the type of player they can become with hard work, dedication, and working with an organization that worries more about progression and development than what the scoreboard reads. So ball on the far side. Yushin is out on the far side. He's handling things back into the middle. Gordy applying pressure to the goaltender who is outside of the box, so his only option is to use his feet. Defense being read. The ref on the near side saying he was onside. The ball was hit with just a little too much mustard, so FCY and Krajisnik right now playing more long ball, trying to connect with forwards up top in order to get everybody to move forward with the ball and have scoring opportunities as Pagano gets shoved from behind, forearm to the back. That is a foul. Pagano looking at the ball, seeing whether or not he's going to take it. Will Ricky take it? Who's going to take it, folks? Everybody lining up.
second place team actually has the easier game for the semifinals.
Ball sent into the middle. FCY with the rebound, but there's Kyle, goes out wide to Isak. Mr. Lightning in the bottle, Mr. Penguin himself. That ball went off. Wow, that ball went off an FCY player, and the referee has provided a goal kick. That is a missed call by the head referee in the middle of the field. That should have been a corner kick for Krajisnik all the way.
That's it, Karnovi. Yes,
So Pagano applying pressure to the ball carrier out of the back. Ricky thought about launching himself in the air. Through ball came and has been connected. A pressure applied by Adeline on the outside. And now we have a Krajisnik throw-in. Adeline has been in charge of that far side. There's Isak. Isak picking in pocket. Now we come up. Isak, the three of them. Isak to Pagano. Pagano, shot, save. Rebound and cleared by FCY. But there's Ricky Orozco, the lightning in the bottle, right in the middle of the field. Here comes Gordy. He's got Yushin. If Yushin wants it, he flicks it to Yushin. Yushin looking for the cross, comes into the middle. Ricky doesn't get there, but Gordy is still there. Krajisnik applying the first real amount of pressure for the game. And the ref calls a foul. FCY will be headed back in the opposite direction, but what a great movement here on the replay. We got Francesco Pagano with the fire. That goaltender was getting ready to make that save. Caught him off guard a little bit about just how hard that shot came in. Laso on him. Isak right there, a little quick 1-2. Now Ricky applying some pressure. Kyle applying pressure. Laso on the outside, covering that out wing. No lunges, no stabbing, no stomping on the ground. All they do is they read and they adjust. Let FCY move the ball. Krajisnik is reading every play. So Laso coming through. Isak right there. Ricky Orozco, there's a shot right off the back of Bakir. Bakir going ahead with that deflection. So we have a corner kick from near side to the broadcast booth up to FCY. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, this is a semifinal playoff game between FCY and your hometown United Elite Krajisnik Football Club. United Elite in their blue and white Chobani sponsored uniforms, and FCY in their black and white. We are approaching 27 minutes into the opening half of this match. This match originally was supposed to be played at 6:30 this evening. Gordy Gerson going to get that ball. He is onside, but he's not going to get there. A little too much mustard. But this match was supposed to be played at 6:30 this evening, and I guess FCY filed a request or a complaint or something about moving up the start time. They were not happy with the 6:30 start time for this match. I guess everybody has early bedtimes for FCY. I don't know. But this game unexpectedly got jacked up to a 3:15 kickoff. So people still coming in to the Wareham Stadium here at Herkimer College, and they are just getting underway of viewing our opportunities here for this match. FCY with the throw-in. Ricky Orozco right there. They're calling FCY. There's a question of whether or not that ball ever came in. And I guess they're going to say that it didn't. So a quick throw in. Gordy is still talking to the referee about it. The ref is saying that it never came in. Bakir swung on that and missed, coming out to Asim. Asim will pick that up. Quick release to Leso. Here comes Isak on the outside. Pausing, looking for options, controlling, looking for the switch. Kyle hits the switch to the far side. Great opportunity for the ball to be moved along. FCY. Oh, Tarek's got the hands over there. Such a great job by Coach Tarek getting this team ready to go, working with this team since M2 in the indoor season, getting these boys involved and getting them trained and getting them ready to go for this season. He's done a great job, and like I said at the top, this has been 8 years in the making. Krajisnik has had a hope and a dream, and with the work of Coach Tarek, JP, Gordy Gerson being on the coaching staff as well as player for M2 this year, the vision of President Anel Pajatovic for United League Krajisnik Football Club and putting this together. Everybody got together and they all did some incredible work putting this program together. And within 8 seasons, 8 years, we were able to win the division, and the team was undefeated. So mission accomplished, but now the mission statement changes, and now it's time for a championship. Ricky Orozco fighting in the middle. FCY has quite the amount of speed, and a late whistle. A late whistle for FCY. So a very late whistle. Leso putting the ball into the middle of the field. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get a card for delay of game. He's got to be very careful with that. So frustration from Krajisnik, but hey, next play mentality is what this team is all about. So Krajisnik up top with FCY manning up, everybody covering, and free kick coming. Everybody rushes the box. Ball is deflected out right to Isak. If there's anybody that you don't want the ball to land on, it's Isak's foot. Isak with the speed coming up through. We are at midfield with Isak. Isak gets taken down in the middle of the field. There is a foul. And every time that takes place, everybody holds their breath, because that's the type of play that happened a couple of seasons ago for an indoor that cost Isak the remainder of his indoor season with a hamstring injury, where he was taken down and somebody landed on the back of his leg awkwardly and caused a major issue with his hamstring. So everybody holds their breath a little bit when that happens to Isak. But great to see him back in the blues. Always a wonderful time to have Isak in town. So the ball gets launched. And there is a throw-in for FCY. Immediate pressure by Pagano. Pagano carrying into the box. That should be a corner, and yes, sir, it is a corner opportunity generated by Pagano's movement. Looks like Gordy is going to take this. But FCY doing some really, really good things here. They are being highly competitive against this Krajisnik team, and thusly they should be. They're at the semifinal game. And getting up on his launch there is Spencer Catalano. Gets the ball out. So is now. Quick ball through. Hits the post. And Krajisnik is saved by the pipe. Adeline on the outside, helping out. boy, oh boy, Asim, I think he touched that ball just barely, got his fingers on it, directed the direction of everything. Now he's down in goaltender space. Attempt at a header on site, and so is dumped right in the box. So it's a Krajisnik hit. Asim, I swear I saw him touch that ball, get his finger on that ball to change the trajectory of it, maybe put a little English, little spin on it. But nevertheless, the post comes up big in keeping a 0-0 draw tie. 0-0 score on the scoreboard. Long ball comes out.
Play right there. Treba 100% jedni drugim, nemojte se.
Ball comes out from FCY, building out of the back. Pagano stretches around. That's not a foul. That's a clean play. He's got two options. Shot goes well over the goal. So the FCY head coach is losing his mind on the sideline over the opportunities that have been presented with this Krajisnik group. Spencer Catalano has been coming up big lately in roughly the last 10 to 14 game minutes. Ball comes up through. Asim is right on top of it at the top of the goal. Asim is very movement oriented. He's very quick with his lateral adjustments. And then there comes the leg, and he launches one that almost gets to Isak on the outside. Isak coming through, right through the middle of the field, goes one-on-one. Good tackle by FCY to disrupt that. And now Krajisnik comes back. Here comes the speed of Isak, number 10 on the far side, helping out with defense. They're looking for it. Great sliding play by Asim. Gets that ball up to the top. Ricky almost gets kicked in the face, and now there's a shove down of Kyle right at the FCY, and that should be a yellow. The ref reached for his pocket, thought better of it, don't understand why. Can't exactly be physical with the player like that. Pagano coming out and gets torn down as well. So there is a free kick, questionable as to whether or not that's going to be a penalty kick or not. Depends on where they spot the ball. They're going to say that the ball was right outside the line of the 18. As you see the replay completely taken down. So you got Pagano and you have Gordy standing there. Wall is being built by FCY. Let's see how this all plays out here, folks. Looks like Bakir is towards back post. They have finally identified them. So is Isak. At the top is Kyle and Ricky Orozco. Yushin is in the middle. Quick pass out to Pagano. Pagano with the shot. Hit the post.
Good idea, good idea.
Now the ball comes back out, so the post has kept this a 0-0 score for both teams, but FCY is coming up the field, and Gordy puts him down hard. Gordy put him down hard.
That's the kid that's been talking. That's what happens.
And that has everything to be said for don't do that to my teammate. And he looks right at Pagano and claps for him. That's protecting your teammates, folks. And quite frankly, that's how it's done. You always want to protect your teammates. Ball came out off of that post. Two posts hit, and no, nothing coming out of it from the rebounds. But you know what? I applaud Gordy Pagano was taken down hard, and Gordy made a statement. 38th minute into this match. Tensions are high, energy is high. Ball comes in, hooking into the middle, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Resulting in a goal kick. Ball coming out of the back. Here's Kyle. Kyle giving back. Working the ball out. Here comes Leso with 2 on him. Here comes Isak. Isak looking for Pagano. Hit Pagano. Pagano is a foot chase. Ball gets kicked out. I'm sure FCY will take that all day long instead of a cut towards the goal with the foot on Pagano. The ball goes to Isak. Little shot there. You don't want the ball to be on Pagano's foot cutting towards the goal because he is so deadly. Catalano up top with the ball. Comes across, Pagano late on the ball, but here comes Kyle and Isak on the outside. Kyle with the quick throw, Gordy in there. Gordy takes it off the chest, good possession, good control. Little chip. Defense for FCY has been very good as of late. You got 3 players sauntering onto the field right now. Don't know if those are 3 substitutes for FCY or not, but there's a chip and the ball goes over the top of the goal. Those might be substitutes for FCY sauntering over. Nothing worse for a coach than seeing players that are late for a match at this point, 40 minutes into the match, sauntering onto the field. But that's their prerogative. So FCY coming out from Catalano, Pagano applying pressure. Gordy's reading, applying a little bit of pressure. He's got Isak in the middle, Ricky Orozco, Adeline on the outside, and he is deadly when the ball is on his foot. He doesn't necessarily have to be in a defensive position to make a statement and make an impact. Here comes Leso on the outside, back over to Isak. Isak covering, small touches on the ball, controlling everything right in front of him. Control, control, control is Isak's game. Leso with a nice cut off the left foot. Are we going to see a shot, or there's another chip out towards the end? Isak right on the edge, tries to cut it through. That ball's still in and still alive. It's saved by FCY. Bakir coming through, utilizing his height and his stretch. Another ball coming through from Kyle. Controlled by number 12 of FCY. And immediately Krajisnik putting that ball right back into the offensive zone. There's Adeline being blocked, and it is an FCY throw-in. 41.5 minutes into this half of this opening match. We are 0-0, folks. Yushin off his back. Tarek flashing the hands. Here comes Yushin. Applying pressure. There is a through ball, but offsides. FCY is offsides on that ball. Ball's offsides. They are looking for a replacement. Comes in from the ball boy behind Asim. So both goaltenders are have had to make saves. Both goaltenders have been saved by their posts. But quite the action here in the opening match, the opening semifinals in the opening half. Comes Yushin to Ricky. Ricky back to Yushin. Yushin looking for an option. Here comes Bakir. Pulls back. It's a 3-on-1. And Bakir is right there to cut everything off, and they will take the result of that corner. They'll take that all day long. But that just goes to show no play is ever done. No play is ever finished. Always hustle, always work, always in motion on the field. You got Gordy out wide, up by midfield. Currently covered by Omar. Ball is getting ready to be sent on the corner. Timing play, Ricky covering the movement. Long ball punched out. Kyle right there reading, trying to get his foot on the ball. Here comes Yushin flying through the air like Superman. Puts his foot right on the ball, blocks that. And another offsides called by the referee. So Brady passes the ball out to Adeline. Adeline up to Yushin. Yushin to Gordy. Gordy looking for Yushin again up the line. He's got Pagano coming. He's got Gordy right there. He passes back to Adeline. Adeline to Ricky. Ricky will generate a throw-in. Throw-in for Blue. Goes back to Brady. Brady cuts across, a fake by Kyle, goes all the way to Laso. He immediately has a player in front of him, but he's got Isak down on the line. Kyle, ball goes over his boot, and now we're off to the races, but you've got all the defense comes back quick. There is a shot at the 45th minute, out of bounds, and it is a corner. So there is some bonus time. I wouldn't believe that it would be too long here of bonus time or extra time. But both goaltenders are having to work in this match. You got a runner in for short side. Kyle is all over it. Krajisnik now comes here. Here comes Isak. Isak on it. Ball back into the middle of the box. Cleared out by Ricky. Nobody in a blue jersey. And there's halftime. So at the half, FCY and Krajisnik Football Club tied at 0 at the half. We're going to take a real quick break here. We will be back with halftime festivities here at Wareham Stadium. I am Greg Fanning for United League Krajisnik Football Club Broadcasting and YouTube. Welcome to the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after these messages from our participating sponsors. It took 8 years, but you have a Krajisnik Football Club champion today.
I told the guys, one game at a time. We have a solid group of guys. The whole thing is continuity. We just have to keep focused on the next step. Don't think too much in advance. Now that we got a division title, I told the guys, we have a chance to go home for the next 3 games until the neutral game. So our record also put us in a forefront now when we go into playoffs. We're hosting, which is a big help, especially if you have to play the teams from Ohio or something. If we end up going further, God bless it. So we'll see.
Homeownership. It's the heart of the American dream. White picket fences, open doors, and a home where family moments become lifelong memories. Turning that dream into reality takes the right guide with a proven record of results. I'm Greg Fanning with the Property Pros team at eXp Realty. My clients get experience, dedication, and someone who puts their goals first. For all your real estate needs, call 315-404-9560. I am the only realtor you will ever need.
took 8 years, but you have a Krajisnik Football Club champion today.
I told the guys, one game at a time. We have a solid group of guys. The whole thing is continuity. We just have to keep focused on the next step. Don't think too much in advance. Now that we got a division title, I told the guys, we have a chance to go home for the next 3 games until the neutral. So our record also put us in a forefront now when we go into playoffs. We're hosting, which is a big help, especially if you have to play teams from Ohio or something. If we end up going further, God bless it. So we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for second half? Well, ready or not, here we come. It is Krajisnik against FCY out of Buffalo, New York, Football Club of Yemen. As we look at some of our highlights from first half, some good pressure by Krajisnik on Catalano, the starting goaltender for FCY. But you know what? The story is giveth and taketh away with those posts that were hit by both Krajisnik and by FCY. Here's an opportunity by Pagano smacking that post right there. Isak back on the field with electricity. An opportunity there at the end of the half for FCY as well, taking a shot from outside of the 18 box. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are rocking and rolling here. We have 0-0, but what also is really great to see is all the youth players that are here with their families to support this Krajisnik program in this semifinal game. So it doesn't look like any changes on the field substitution-wise, so Krajisnik is ready to go here. They have played a great open half with several scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to put one away. Well, now's the time, folks, because this is second half and we are underway. Big thank you to all of our participating sponsors for this UPSL program, as well as the sponsorships for the Krajisnik Football Club brand for United Elite, especially our name sponsor in Chobani. Chobani came on in the wintertime, has done some wonderful things as there's a chip that goes right to our goaltender. No harm, no foul. But Chobani's done some great things with us. I am really excited as a member of the board for Krajisnik Football Club to see what the partnership with Chobani is going to bring as the year develops. And ball comes down for Yushin. Yushin is playing short, keeping that ball in, and is taken down. There is a foul. FCY is looking like, what did I do? I like it when the players do something so blatant, look at the ref and go, what did I do? And the ref goes, really? I need to explain it to you? Like, it just, it's all part of the game, but it's lots of fun to see. So Gordy towers over that ball. Krajisnik trying to run the timing, but FCY doing a delay tactic with the tying of the shoes. Ball gets sent, headed out. And now Isak recovers. Applies pressure on the outside. Long ball in. Adeline on the front side reads it beautifully like he's playing baseball. He's got control over it. Trying to get it through two players. Now he's got to recover. There's slide tackle for the ball. And there is a corner kick for Krajisnik. Leso on the far side working on protecting that ball and making that play. Pagano now coming through into the middle for defense. Ball gets sent in and headed out beautifully by Krajisnik. Looks like Kyle was involved. Kyle or Leso, one or the other, put their head on that ball, got it out. It is now a throw-in. Throw-in goes back for FCY, but there's Pagano with the chip behind his foot there. Ben Jr. on the far side. Former Krajisnik player taking pictures for us. Nice to have him here. That's an onside play, FCY. Bakir there with the grab. Still there, shot on goal and goes out of bounds. And they are calling for a corner just as they should, but FCY is complaining a lot about complaining a lot about the contact there. And we have a Krajisnik player down. As we look at the play. Went right through. This is the through ball that came down. Bakir coming through, makes the play, cuts across, and goes and makes that play. But now, uncertain if it is Bakir that is down, maybe with a cramp, or he might have been hit in the stomach. Uncertain as his teammates and even members of FCY are checking on him. He's now setting up. Medical trainer for Krajisnik is hanging at the sidelines because if she comes out, then the player has to come off of the field. That was Bakir. Bakir is jogging some things off. Hopefully he's okay. He is a very, very big piece to this defensive wall and this defensive group. He seems to be moving okay, so maybe something with the stomach or the lower extremity. Ball comes flying in. Another one headed out by Brady. Krajisnik trying to take control. Gets hit. Kyle gets hit in the back of the head. Ball comes up. Krajisnik provided. Krajisnik provided space. Comes in the So. Man on So. Back to Asim. Asim with feet. A little bit of a juggling movement there. Didn't pick it off clean, but tried to hit Ricky in the middle of the field. Yushin applying pressure. Ball goes back towards the middle. Pagano right there. Pagano John with people over on the sideline there as he came across and handled business with Adam Safe of FCY. So I'm in the broadcast booth and I hear Coach JP all the way down at the end of the booth here. Great to have him at the field today. Happy Father's Day, JP. So Krajisnik back on playing defense. Ball being moved around, comes right into the middle. Brady clears it, but back into the middle of the field. Soft pass, trying to change trajectory. A lot of speed on the outside for FCY. So things are now starting to get a little chippy on the field for both sides. But hey, this is semifinals. This is win or go home. So as just it should be as we hit our 52.5-minute mark. Eason with the ball, getting ready. Krajisnik trying to set up top. Yushin, Pagano, Gordy, Isak, all at the top. Trying to spread out, create space. Here comes the ball sent right into the middle. Kyle to Pagano. Pagano right on the ball. Through ball. Isak on the outside looking for the cross. Isak sends the cross in. Pagano on back post. Oh, just misses the header. A little too long. Brought him out of position, but still he hit that header solidly. Unfortunately, didn't work out, but here comes Catalano passing the ball and out to his outside halfback. Long hit. Brady's right there with his player marked, but he gets his pickpocket saved by SM, but it still goes in. And there is the first goal of the game for FCY as FCY goes up 1-0. So FCY on this play gets the through ball. Brady thought he had it, got pickpocketed, and then the shot that comes through. And there you go. It is a 1-0 lead as Dayron Mejia gives the 1-0 lead to FCY.
FCY goal scoring by 12, Dayron Mejia.
So Krajisnik now in the 54th minute, soon to be 55th minute, has some work to do to save their season and move on to the next round. Isak on the outside. Krajisnik has had several opportunities, just hasn't been able to put anything home yet and put anything in the back of the net. Ricky Orozco sends one out towards Kyle, but too far. And the other thing is there is a stiff breeze moving from right to left from the broadcast booth towards the Herkimer General logo. And with that, that has been playing issues with trying to send the ball that now Krajisnik is going to have to deal with. FCY had to deal with it previously in that previous half, but when you switch sides, that's part of the equalization of environmental situations. So now Krajisnik has to deal with it. Krajisnik needs to make the adjustments on those long balls, and we're going to see whether or not Krajisnik can climb back into this down 1-0 at the 56-minute mark in the second half of this match. Adeline with the throw-in. Long toss to Pagano. Pagano beautifully positioned. Ball goes back to Ricky, gets sent across. Isak right there for control. Isak comes down, beats his man. Now he's coming through, hits the ball into the middle for Kyle. Kyle back over to Isak. Isak with the shot right at the goaltender. Didn't really get anything on it. Wasn't his strongest shot, and now he's got to get back to try and help his teammates. Krajisnik spreads out. There's a hold-up. There's a substitution. So Gordy is out. Gordy is subbed out of the game. And in great play. So it looks like Hamza came in for Gordy. Trying to clearly see the number. First it looks like 19. It could be 18 or 16. That might be Antonio Pagano. It is Antonino Pagano. So he comes in for Gordy. Ball playing through. We have Kyle on the outside. So FCY is throwing a fit over the fact that Kyle just, drew a foul. Don't quite understand what they're angry about. You can't exactly run up from behind on a blind side and shove somebody in the back when they're standing over the ball and think that that's not going to be a foul. Maybe a rule book might be in store to send out to Buffalo. But here we go. Ball goes out wide. Yushin all over it. Ball's out of bounds. It is a throw-in for Krajisnik. Yushin right on the ball over to Adeline. Adeline back to Yushin. Cross comes into the middle. Antonino almost there, but Isak covers on the far side, sends the ball back into the box. There's Francesco. Francesco trying to break through. Ball to feet. Spencer Catalano has been coming up big. That ball is going to go out of bounds. So Krajisnik trying to generate some offense and get some things going. Adeline comes up the line. Leso can hit Antonino. He does. Antonino sends it into the middle. There's Yushin. Yushin doesn't control the ball. Comes back. Bakir's right there. Isak flashing his speed and then takes a huge hit to the chest and nobody calls anything. Gets helicoptered right in the middle of the field. Ricky Orozco hitting the ball out of bounds. So there was a foul called at the top of the box. Krajisnik with possession of the ball. Adeline over on the near side. Bringing the ball up, no pressure. Hits the cross in. Spencer right there. Catalano handling things. He's got the ball on the ground. Isak comes in for a little bit of a pressure. There's Bakir keeping the ball on the offensive end. Coming out wide, Yushin. Great possession. Movement with feet. Antonino generating some opportunities. Adeline handling the throw in. So we're going to have a redo on that throw in. Goes back to Ricky Orozco. Ricky Orozco switches the field to Bakir. Bakir goes wide. Right up through into the middle. Yushin shoved in the back, but it doesn't make any difference. He comes across. So Isak with the ball. Ball is out of bounds. And it is a Krajisnik throw-in. So Krajisnik trying to generate some offense here and make some movements. They are also making a substitution. Uncertain who is coming on and who's going off. They haven't made the move yet. I haven't seen a player come off yet for Krajisnik. I might have completely missed it. But on the field right now is Jackson Card, number 7. Still uncertain as to who came off of the field for Krajisnik. I still haven't seen it. But Jackson card number 7 is now on the field. Hit by Antonino right into the back of a FCY player. Now there's another throw in for Krajisnik. Unfortunately, a bad hit, and now they're off to the chases again. Adeline comes out, Asen comes out of his box, hits the ball towards Card, right back into the action for Card. Welcome to the party, pal. Here we go. Kyle hitting Yushin. He's got Card running up the field, running a triangular switch and wrap. Antonino going right into the goaltender there. So Pagano applying pressure. The two Pagano brothers playing up top. Gotta be something special for his dad on this Father's Day weekend to see his boys up top playing together. No matter how many times you see it. And another late whistle. So FCY is up 1-0 at the 65th minute mark. FCY delaying, using up as much of that clock as they possibly can. Put the ball right on Isak. Isak back on the rebound. On the header from Kyle. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Krajisnik. Krajisnik needs to start showcasing a little sense of urgency here because there's 65, 66 minute mark, 90 minutes left in this match, or 90-minute match rather, my apologies. It's been a long couple of days. So here comes Card dumping it off. Yushin there. Card applies pressure along with Pagano. There's Pagano. Pagano gets the ball across. Ball coming through. Krajisnik has not been clean with playing those bouncing balls from the bouncing kicks from the goaltender. They have not been playing those clean these days. So it's become a major challenge. Catalano sends in, and there's another call. And now there will be a yellow card issued for delay of game to number 12. Number 12 is Dayron Mejia, who put the team FCY up 1-0. So not only does he have the goal of the day, but he also has the first yellow card of the day, and now he won't back off the ball. Doesn't really matter. Adeline receives it. Card is right there off of a FCY player, but now you've got two broken away. Bakir is looking to see whether or not they're going to call offsides, and they finally do when advantage is claimed. Ball comes out of the back for FCY. Bakir goes in for the ball, catches the player. And there's an FCY player down after that play. He looks like he's going to be just fine, just wasting time for Krajisnik to try and get back in there. That's Maybrook Saleh. FCY on the free kick. So FCY with that free kick sails out of bounds, long out of the end line. Tarek coaching his squad here, trying to get them to be a little more urgent, have more sense of urgency on this game as we are approaching the 70th minute. They have 20 and a half minutes to get the equalizer as FCY is making adjustments. 2 players come off, 2 players go on. FCY making some adjustments to their lineup as we move forward here, getting close to the 70th minute of this match. Pagano fighting for the ball, cuts through. He's got Isak on the chip. Isak comes in. Will he get there? He does. Isak back. Shot. That ball was not a shot. It went down into the middle of the box. Here comes Antonino trying to control and gets hip checked to the ground. They're calling Krajisnik ball from the side linesman. Krajisnik trying to apply some pressure here, but Catalano has been unstoppable in the net today, with the exception of Asim with that one shot. He's been perfect as well. Come up big. Several deflections right there, and oh, that was the opportunity right there. That was the opportunity for the equalizer for Bakir, and unfortunately, unlucky for him, the ball just came right off of his leg awkwardly after 3 or 4 bounces and deflections. Here was the free hit. Ball came right into the middle, as you see. 1, 2, 3 deflections, comes back across, and Bakir wasn't ready for it. That was one of those opportunities that you wish you had back. That would have definitely gone in, and that would have been the equalizer. But Isak down at the bottom. Now Pagano up at the top. Hits the ball in, deflected out, and now there's going to be another corner. Kind of running out of soccer balls. So as we wait for the corner again, very heartfelt, happy Father's Day to everybody, and a big thank you to all of our participating sponsors. Ball hooks in. Antonio Pagano, or Francesco Pagano with the header. Ball out and gets pushed down. There is no call. Making a move towards the goal, that should have been a penalty, and that should be a penalty kick. Tarek is just completely dumbfounded over the fact that there is not a call, and so is down. Catalano is sitting there checking on Leso. Unbelievable. So on the replay, So comes in and is just completely dumped right in the box. And no call from the ref. So is still down. Waves off the referee. He's getting up real slow. And trots off. But to believe that there is no penalty kick on that, that's the second big call in this game, or non-call rather, that the referee should have had. Ball comes in. FCY gains possession. Pagano running. Francesco Pagano running. Here comes Card. Card down. Francesco, ball at the back of his feet. He's got Yushin. Here comes Card. Then Yushin across. Kyle Gentrick. He's down at the bottom. It's at the top. Pagano right off the back of Isak. Isak was in the way. We're going to see what we have. We have a Krajisnik corner. And it looks like FCY is going to make a substitution as well. Ball sent in off of the corner, hooks away from the goal. And that is either a handball or, well, now we have a substitution for FCY. It looks like potentially 2 players coming in. But FCY, you have a substitution happening. And due to either a foul on the play or a handball in the box, FCY has a free kick. As Spencer Catalano comes out in his bright red uniform. Beautiful, beautiful weather for this day. Regardless of the outcome, this has been a historic day for Krajisnik Football Club, getting into the semifinals, being a big part of this day as Kyle gets a drink and wets himself down over on the sideline, trying to get some hydration going there. It's not a hot day, but when you are playing at optimum levels, ball comes through. Here comes Asim, gets that. When you're coming through and playing an entire 90-minute match at the level that these men play, it may as well be 100 degrees out. Here comes Isak. Isak cutting through. Ball to Catalano, who sends it all the way down. And now the goaltenders are back to playing catch. Asim to Bakir. Bakir quickly to Ricky Orozco. Orozco out wide to Card. Card back into where Yushin is. Yushin back to Ricky. Ricky cuts across. Goes to Antonino. There's Leso. Leso down to Kyle. They have systematically moved this ball into offensive spot. There's Somau deep. Goes through the middle. Nobody home. Here comes Card. Card passes back in the middle. Ricky Orozco. Fumbling. Pagano at the top. Ball gets through. Ricky Orozco. Shot and just misses. Just misses that post, that inside post that would have bounced and knocked that in. Another opportunity for Krajisnik. They've been knocking on the door. It's only a matter of time, but tick, 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 tick. That clock is not Krajisnik's friend right now as we hit 77.5 minutes. Catalano with the long ball. Krajisnik now ready for it. Ricky Orozco comes out. Hits the ball to Kyle, up to Somau. Somau coming through. Brings the ball up, stepping over, stepping over, stepping over, trying to break through. Catalano knocking that ball out of there. Card. Back to Yushin. Yushin the So. So cutting across. Hits the cross over. Long hit. And a header out of bounds, so Krajisnik corner. Kyle was trying to lob one in there. Good thought. Good thought. All those crosses and all those lobs and the movement from one side of the field to the other to get the goaltender out of position, tracking the ball, moving the ball side to side, all by design. Firing that corner in off of FCY. It will be a throw-in for Krajisnik. Kyle jumping over the bench, showcasing his agility. Bakir. Over to Adeline. Adeline. Leso. Gets tripped up. Leso got the worst of that, but of course FCY player is going to lay down like it was the worst for him. All tactics, all tactics. Krajisnik calls for 10 and receives it as we approach the 80th minute of this match with FCY up 1-0. Krajisnik struggling to get that equalizer. Maybe it'll come with this. So the whole problem is that these shots and headers and things are going out of bounds, but nobody is doing their job of getting the balls from out of the other side of the fence. So now it's becoming a problem. Here comes try number 2. Yushin sends it in short. FCY was ready for that one. Leso on the outside. Here comes Yushin. Yushin right there. And it is an FCY throw-in. FCY changing players for the throw-in. Ball in. Quick tap. Here comes FCY up the sidelines, cuts towards the middle. Another chip coming out wide, and here comes Rick. There's Ricky making a defensive play, and they're going to call a corner for FCY. Number 20 for FCY. FCY coach didn't give me any idea of the substitution numbers or anything like that, so unfortunately I can't give him his just deserved commentary here because FCY didn't do his job. And we have a substitution in for Krajisnik, still making adjustments. Ball comes out wide. Good defensive play. Here comes ball to Pagano up top. Krajisnik making another substitution and getting ready for another substitution. Good defensive play on the outside by Rafael Garofalo, who came into the field of play. Looks like he might have taken Leso out and taken his position. Pass to Ricky. Ricky immediately with pressure. Here comes Bakir. Looks like Leso is off the field on that substitution. Garofalo. Back on the field after the last match that clinched the division for Krajisnik. He had a goal in that game. A lot of the Krajisnik players had goals in that game. We hit 83 minutes. Krajisnik making another adjustment. Yushin coming off the pitch. Such a great day for him. So substitutions are done. Yushin got subbed out. Hamza Zakanovic comes in. Quick flick for Pagano. Great save, and went over the goal. So now it's going to be a corner for Krajisnik. And the goaltender put the ball on the other side of the fence. So we're at 84.5 minutes. Ball gets thrown back in. Another opportunity. Far side here is Kyle. Krajisnik calling for a handball. Ball comes out for FCY. Card hustling back, helping out. Krajisnik has to pretty much sell out at this point. There's only 5 minutes left in this game, minus any bonus time. They're down 1-0. They need to make something happen here, and they need to make it happen quickly. FCY working on possession of the ball. He does take a shot, and he drains it. He drains it. What a shot. And FCY is up 2-0. What a shot. Not much that Asim could have done with that one. Another substitute for FCY, number 7. Unfortunately, his coach didn't put his number down, so I don't know where he is. Oh, wait a minute. Ali Shawish with the score, and Krajisnik is in trouble. So here we go with the counter attack. Krajisnik working hard, trying to get something done here. They've got 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes to make something happen, or their season is over. It has been a banner season for this group, but FCY right now has the number 1 seed out of the division winners on the ropes. Pagano unable to get to that ball. He's quick, but he ain't that quick. That ball had quite the amount of speed to it. Here's Catalano. He's going to take his time. There's going to be a little bit of bonus time, but not too much. Catalano taking quite the amount of time. Blast that ball. He has one heck of a follow-through. Bakir sends it right back in. Here comes Somau all the way down, trying to get possession of the ball. It is a throw-in for FCY. Krajisnik passes the ball back to Asim. Asim working through, trying to get that ball wide. Isak on the outside. Comes down, Pagano right there. Francesco Pagano coming through with the, tries to get the cross. Don't know if it was an opportunity for a shot or not. Trying to hit the cross. Krajisnik had a player wide. Hamza was wide. He was open and available for completion of the cross. Asim comes out. So we hit 88.5 minutes in this match. Unknown how much time is going to be allotted for bonus time, but Krajisnik coming up. Here comes Kyle. Ricky Orozco in the middle as well. Comes out to Joshua Card. Ricky gets blocked. Calling for a handball, but the ref doesn't do it. Here comes Adeline back to Asim. Asim comes up to Bakir. So we hit our 89th minute. Bakir across to Adeline. Adeline up to Hamza. Hamza across to Card. Hamza makes a run. Card receives the ball back, goes right into the middle. Oh, Pagano, and then the airmail. Pagano almost had one there on the deflection. Another substitution for Krajisnik. Adeline is coming off. What a season, what a game. So Ricky Orozco applying pressure. There comes Pagano again, going out to Isak. We have passed the 90th minute. Isak cutting across and taken down. Will they award anything? No, a goal kick. So sometimes some questionable non-calls by the referee, but you can't let the referee dictate the game. You got to handle your own business. FCY has come in and played against the #1 seed. It looks like they're going to walk out with a victory here, up 2-0 into bonus time. Uncertain how much bonus time we have. Rafael playing on the outside. Ricky Ricardo goes out. Hamza wide, goes to Pagano in the middle. Pagano feeds the ball through. Here's a breakthrough. Catalano right there. Andrew DeChavo on the run. Andrew came in on that substitution for Adeline. Great to see Andrew out there. Sounds like there might be a four-minute bonus time. So Krajisnik has done damage in bonus time before. They have to do damage now, and they have to be fast with it, because otherwise this season is complete. And Pagano was taken down very hard, potentially landed on the ball. Krajisnik setting it up to Pagano at the top. Pagano flubs the shot. Nobody with the blue jersey in the back, because now's the time to sell it out. Doesn't matter if you lose 2-0, 3-0, 7-0. Doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. Here comes Asim with the ball in. Card on it. There's Rafael, loses control. White throw for FCY. FCY throw in as we hit 93.5 minutes. Throw in for Krajisnik, and all the work being done on the far side of the field. Ball to Antonino. Kyle bringing the ball up. Pass goes out wide. Rafael hits it into the middle. The height of FCY has suited them well. There's Ricky. Ricky out wide to Card. He's got Hamza. Hits it to Ricky. Back. He's got the chip. You got 2 minutes left. I heard Coach Tarek yelling 2 minutes, 2 minutes left. There's 2 minutes in this match, 2 minutes left in the season for Krajisnik Football Club at this point. You can tell by the body language of the players on the field that they know it's going to take a Christmas miracle. Bakir with the hit. Ball goes out, so FCY with the throw-in. Referees having a quick discussion and meeting. Issues a yellow. Uncertain why I guess FCY player mouthed off or something. FCY player on the side has a yellow card. Mabruk Saleh with the yellow. So as the time ticks away here on this great season from this group of men, we have throw in by Krajisnik, sent up the sidelines, Pagano right there. Ball gets airmailed out. Once again behind the fences. Ricky Orozco from the back sends it up to Card. Back to Hamza. Hamza deflected over to Ricky. Ricky looking at Isak. Isak out on the outside. Can Isak do anything? Pagano is right there. Shot is blocked. Catalano comes up, eats that up. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the match. 97 total minutes. FCY comes into Herkimer and beats United Elite Krajisnik Football Club 2-0. This amazing historical season for Krajisnik comes to a close. We will be back right after these messages.
Homeownership. It's the heart of the American dream. White picket fences, open doors, and a home where family moments become lifelong memories. Turning that dream into reality takes the right guide with a proven record of results. I'm Greg Fanning with the Property Pros team at eXp Realty. My clients get experience, dedication, and someone who puts their goals first. For all your real estate needs, call 315-404-9560. I am the only realtor you will ever need.
And welcome back to Herkimer, where we have a final score from FCY 2-0 against Krajisnik Football Club. So, in summary for the season, a historical one for Krajisnik, 8 years in the making. Coach Tarek, JP, Gordy Gerson, of course, Anel Pajatovic, all working very, very hard and diligently on this program for UPSL. And over the 8 years, built this program up and divisional champions this year of the Western Division. And coming in, everything had to come through Herkimer College, undefeated on the season. And FCY, first goal could have been made. Second one was on a line. And there's not much that Asen would have been able to do. Even Catalano, with his height and his reach and his jump, he might not have been able to make that save either. So, as we talk about the end of this season, Krajisnik is alive and well. This team will be back, and this team will be ready to defend not only their divisional title, but also to return to playoff contention. Throughout the process of the year, you can keep track of this UPSL program by following the social media accounts and website news for United Elite Krajisnik Football Club. In the wintertime, we return to indoor as we work with UCFC with our M2 program. So make sure that you guys check that out. And then we come back outdoors, playing 11v11, doing our thing. It's been a great run this season, and one that I appreciate the opportunity to be your broadcaster, not only for M2, but also for UPSL. Big thank you to Anel Pajatovic for the opportunity year after year after year. Not sure what the future is going to hold, but one thing is for certain, that when it comes to game day, you better bring the hot stuff, because Krajisnik is here to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, a very big thank you to Joel and Spencer of the production team. Always class acts, always having people in place to do these broadcasts for us. So a big thank you to him. Thank you to Coach Tarek for his openness and his availability with interviews. To the team for their warmness in having us be involved with everything, allowing me to be in the locker room. There have been a lot of great moments this season beyond the championship, even as much so as being on the sidelines during the Onondaga game where we won that game in bonus time. Such a great group of people that give back to the community. Great people that take the field and fight for our brand every moment, every minute of every game. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for UPSL this season. But keep in mind, youth is still going on, and still we have for youth programming, Livy Strong is next week. So that tournament is taking place, ASO on Saturday, Club on Sunday. Then we also have Battle at the Hill here at Herkimer College for the club tournament. Sign up, get registered, get your teams ready for 11v11 action, where your players get the opportunity to play here at Wareham Stadium. So, that's the end of that. The women are now taking the field for women's UPSL, so come on out to Wareham Stadium and check out the women's program for women's UPSL for Krajisnik Football Club. This is Greg Fanning, your broadcaster and analyst for Krajisnik Football Club Broadcasting and YouTube, saying thank you and so long.